Welcome to Java tutorial for beginners. In this video, we are going to learn about jump statements. Today's learning motto: it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. First, let's see what is jump statements. The jump statements are the control statements which transfer the program control to a specific statements. In simple words, jump statements are primarily used to interrupt loop or switch case. Java supports three types of jump statements: break statement, continue statement, return statement. First, let us deal with break statement. Break statement is a loop control statement that is used to terminate the loop. As soon as the break statement is encountered from a loop, the loop iteration stops there and control returns from the loop immediately to the first statement after the loop. We can use break statement inside switch case to come out of the switch block, and also we can use break statement in loop to break the loop execution. Let's see one example. First, I'm going to write a simple Java program using for loop. Then we can include the break statement to see what happens. Yeah, this was the program to print integers from 1 to 10. Public class test1, public static void main, string arguments for int I equal to 1, semicolon, int I less than equal to 10, semicolon, I plus plus, system dot out dot println I. Yeah, this was the program to print integers from 1 to 10. Now let's once check with the output and clarify this. Java space test we got from 1 to 9. Yeah, this was the program. Now let me interrupt this loop using break statement. Inside this for loop, I'm going to give break statement. If I equal to 5 means only this break statement will execute. Now let's see what will happen. Loop will execute until I equal to 1 and then stops the execution. Since we have interrupted the execution using break statement, let's see the output. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then program stops because of the break statement. Now we'll learn about the continue statement. The Java continue statement is used to skip the current iteration of a loop. In simple words, the continue statement stops one iteration in a loop and continues to the next iteration. This statement is used only within looping statement. When the continue statement is encountered, it skips the current iteration and the next iteration starts. The remaining statements in loop are skipped. The execution starts from the top of the loop again. Let's see the same example that we used for break statement. Here I'm going to change this break statement alone as continue statement. Other than everything is same. The flow of the program is the loop stops when I equal to 5 and then continues again when I equal to C. Let's see the output. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we don't have 5 and it continues with 6, 7 and goes on. Here it skips the 5 because if I equal to 5, continue, which means it breaks that particular iteration and continues with the next. Now we'll learn about the return statement. Return statement causes the program control to transfer back to the caller of a method. For understanding this return statement, we must know the methods in Java. Every method in Java is declared with a return type and it is mandatory for all Java methods. A return type is a primitive type like int, float, double, and sometimes void. Void is a return type that returns nothing. If a method is declared as void, it is not mandatory to have a return statement. But if a method is declared as some primitive return type, it is mandatory to have a return statement. Let's deal with the example. First, I'm going to create a demo class. It is not my main class. And I'm opening a bracket and declaring two variables for performing addition. And then I'm going to create a method. I'm just declaring void add. And then int c equal to a plus b. System dot out dot println c print statement. Now I'm closing this add method and also the demo class. Now I'm going to configure main class and my main method, public class test1, and my main method, void main method. Here in this main method, I need to call the previous method. For that, demo d equal to new demo. Here In this line, D is a reference variable, which is used to point out the object of a mentioned class. Here we are using variable D to point the object of the demo class, and equal to is the assignment operator, and new is a keyword which is used to create an instance of a class. We have created the instance of the demo class. Now we need to access that method for addition. So D dot A equal to 5, which we are using reference variable to assign the value for which is in the demo class. And finally, we need to call that add method. So D dot add. That's it. This is a simple Java program that use methods. Still, we have not tried a return statement. First, we'll check the output for this. Yeah, we got the output. Now I'm going to use return statement. Instead of here, I'm just changing void as int method, integer method, and I'm just removing this print statement and return C. It is a return statement. So here I'm just going to have a system.out.println print statement. We need to call that add method, right? For that, I'm going to declare the variable int C equal to D dot addition. Since last time it was a void, we don't need to declare that variable int C. Since this time it was an integer method, we need to declare as int C. And here I'm going to have this print statement. Let's see what happened. Yeah, we got the output. Thank you.